This is Julianne. This is Michael. What up? Hello,
Which
hello.
camera are we looking at? That one.
Which one? I'm gonna try and talk to all of you. Okay? All of you.
Revisit. Ross, say hello.
Hello, friends.
Yeah.
I'm teaching class today.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Just stay, don't leave yet. 10 seconds. No touch. No touching.
Time is 12 o'clock. Alright. That's a weird place to stand for all of you guys.
This works. Fortunately, we don't have the cars though.
Alright. Guys, welcome. Happy Thursday.
Mac.
Mac is not happy about this right now. Mainly because he wants to play, and that will happen soon. But thanks for joining us. Again, we're going through Kinstretch today. I'll give you a brief rundown of what Kinstretch is in just a second. Again, so you guys can take the time now to get set up if you need to. A quick reminder, yoga mat, if you have a small towel, that'd be ideal. And then hopefully you're not in the middle of your room because we're gonna do some work against the wall. So if you can position yourself either doorway, wall, something you can hang on to with your hands, that would be the most beneficial for you. All right, I have Michael and Julianne here. For those of you that have never taken Kinstretch before, welcome. This is a mobility class. We're dealing with active range of motion here, so the biggest thing you can take away is that you're gonna get out of this class exactly what you put in. So, as you guys are going through and you find a lot of these positions to be really challenging, I encourage you to do the best to hold the positions I ask you to and follow my cues as best as possible. Yes, Mike and Julianne are going with you in terms of doing the movement, so you have a visual reference. A lot of this is very wordy, and I'm basically talking at you from start to finish the whole way through. So, if you're sick of my voice at the end, great, you're welcome to donate after that, okay? Please be mindful that as you guys are going through, we're not trying to work through any pain. This is a difficult practice, but not one that you should be trying to work through any issues that you are dealing with at the moment, okay? That being said, we do have a main big ticket of these classes called CARs, which are controlled articular rotations. Just to cover that right now, it essentially means finding the greatest range of motion at a specific joint or set of joints. So as you guys are going through, think of yourself living in a box. Imagine the edge of that box is your active range of motion. We are trying to push on the edges of that box, okay? So when you go out and live at that perimeter of your box, it is not easy, all right? Cool. If you guys have questions, we have a couple people running around on the cameras. Feel free. After class, also DMs are great, so we can answer what anything you guys may need covered. All right. So we're gonna start with just a couple breaths here. So Mike and Julianne are seated in a comfortable position. If you guys struggle with ankle work or toe work, just maybe come up to tall kneeling. Maybe you sit down on your butt instead. Nice deep breath into the nose, out through the mouth. Some of the things I cue today will involve adding some breathing in as well, because reminder, if you cannot breathe in some of these positions, you're essentially telling yourself it's not safe to be there. So as I cue through some Kinstretch stuff, I might tell you to exhale or remind you to exhale, okay? We're gonna go through about 30 seconds of breathing here. Good, try and think about nice long inhales, nice long exhales. This is a bit unnatural for me. I'm used to doing class with everybody, so I'll do my best to make sure my verbal cues are as good as they can be, all right? Last one, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Great. We're gonna start from a standing position today. So I know a lot of you are taking your workouts outside as of late because that is a much safer place to be as far as instead of being in gyms. Starting with toe yoga, so if you're doing a lot of running, this is very beneficial. You guys spend a lot of time with your feet in shoes. Want to make sure those feet and ankles are healthy. So you're gonna start by actively trying to press your big toe down through the floor, pulling the outside four toes up. As we do so, I'm trying to make sure I'm limiting any movement from the ankle, okay? Make sure the base of your pinky toe and the base of your big toe are still on the floor. We're gonna switch it, outside four toes push down, big toe pulls up. If you're staring at your feet and nothing is happening, keep trying. Trust me when I say your brain is trying to make something happen even if it's not working. Good, from here, big toe pushes down, outside four toes pull up, and hold. Great, and outside four toes down, big toe up, and hold. Great. We're gonna see how well Mike and Julianne can control their calf raises here. You're gonna push up onto all 10 toes. We're gonna slowly pull it down. Think about digging all 10 toes into the floor. Down for 5, 4, slow, 3, 2, 1. Think of yourself as an elevator moving down a nice consistent rate. Push up, calf raise up, heels away from the floor and hold. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do 2 more. Push up, hold, squeeze. Try and get those heels as far away from the ground as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Push up, hold, down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Mike and Julie are going to pick up their towels. Grab your towel. You're going to take it. You're going to squeeze both ends. Put your towel behind your back though. Okay? We're going to roll through some neck cars here. Alright, so again, greatest range of motion at the neck. Be mindful of any pinch points. I want you to think about giving a light grip on the towel. Try and lock out the elbows. Think about spreading your collarbone. Take your chin down towards your chest. From here, you're going to take your chin. Trace your collarbone to the right as far as you can until you are looking over your right shoulder. Looking over the right shoulder. From here, try and pull your right ear into your right back pocket. There's a little tilt there. From here, take your chin, reach up towards the ceiling. You're going to draw a line from right to left across the ceiling with your chin. As you approach your left side, pull your left ear into your left back pocket. And then from there, you're going to look over your left shoulder. Take your chin, drop it down towards your collarbone, then trace it to the center of your chest. Good, and we'll reverse from here. Go back over your left shoulder until you're looking to the left. Left ear into left back pocket. Good, chin reaches up towards the ceiling. Line draws across the ceiling from left to right. As you approach that right side, right ear, right back pocket. Then looking over the right shoulder as far as you can, drop the chin, trace it down towards the center of your chest. Awesome. Trying to be mindful not to move anything from the shoulders, anything from the torso. One more rep here in each direction. Trace your chin over your right shoulder as far as you can. Right ear, right back pocket. Good. From there, chin reaches up, traces a line across the ceiling. Actively reach with the chin. You should feel a stretch across the front of your neck as you do so. From there, left ear, left back pocket. Then look over your left shoulder. Then trace it down towards the center of your chest. Good. And reverse this last rep here. And see how you do on your own. You're imagining there's a marker on the bottom of your chin, carving the greatest circle possible. Good. I encourage you guys to mentally stay in this stuff. I know it's challenging. The hope is that some of this stuff becomes more of a practice you do on your own as well. Okay? Great. From here, we're going to come down to a half kneeling position. That same thing you just did with your neck, we're now going to do with the rest of your T-spine. So as we go through, I'm going to cue it from the center of your chest. I don't care how far you can look in space. We just did that. Now you're trying to focus on your torso. So right leg's in front, left leg's back. I want you to widen up your stance a little bit so that you're a little wider than you would normally go for a split squat. From here, I want you to think about pushing your left knee into the floor. Push yourself into the middle of that stance. So you should be slightly off here. Your torso should be right in the middle, but your legs should feel like you're a little wide. That's okay. From here, cross your hands over your chest. Again, your head is just along for the ride. Drive and move it from the torso. Press your right foot into the floor. Think about squeezing your left glute. Take your elbows, flex down towards your waistband. Good. From here, center of the chest, rotate to the right as far as you can, being mindful to keep pressing your right foot through the floor. From here, once you've wound up as far as possible, right shoulder, right hip. Good. From there, center your chest, draws up towards the ceiling. Moving into T-spine extension, we're going to draw a line across the ceiling from the center of our chest from right to left. As we approach our left side, think about drawing your left shoulder into your left back pocket. Once you're there, freeze. This is a tough part. Think about trying to take your right shoulder, pulling that shoulder down towards your left back pocket. So you're pulling yourself into rotation here. Then you're going to flex down towards your waistband and come through the front. Good, we'll do one in the reverse direction, then we're going to switch legs. So from here, we're flex down towards the waistband, rotate to the left as far as you can. From there, left shoulder, left back pocket. Good, chest draws up towards the ceiling, being mindful to keep everything lower body braced. Line goes across the ceiling from left to right, driving from the chest, not the chin. As you approach your right side, right shoulder, right back pocket. Freeze, once you're there, left shoulder draws down towards your right back pocket. And then flex down towards your waistband and rotate through the center. Good, we're going to switch legs. Again, once you find that setup, that split squat setup, try and take it a little bit wider and then push yourself into the middle. You're giving yourself a bit of a different stimulus on your hips as you go through here, okay? Good, make sure your legs are staying active, pressing down to the floor with your left foot, squeezing that right glute. Hands across the chest, flex down towards the waistband. Good, from here, rotate to the left as far as you can. Once you've rotated as far as possible, left shoulder, left back pocket. Good, from here, chest draws towards the ceiling. Line's gonna draw across the ceiling, actively reaching with the center of the chest up towards the ceiling as you draw over to the right side. Once you get to the right side, right shoulder, right back pocket. Good. From there, freeze. Pull your left shoulder down towards your right back pocket. Actively rotate over to the right as far as you can. From there, flex your elbows down towards the waistband and then rotate to the center. Good. One more rep, reversing that direction. Rotate to the right as far as you can. Good. From here, right shoulder is going to draw down towards your right back pocket. Chest towards the ceiling. Line goes across the ceiling from right to left. As you approach your left side, left shoulder, left back pocket. From there, right shoulder pulls towards your left back pocket. Then rotate down towards the center. Awesome. All right. I'm going to have Mike and Julianne lie face down. You guys are all going to go face down. Just real quick, Mike and Julianne are going to do slightly different things here, only so you guys can see. Julianne's going to actually start with the towel behind her right knee, all right? I'm going to walk through the very first move with Mike, and then they're both going to sync up together. So, we're moving through something you're going to see in a hip car. I feel like a lot of times going through hip cars, we miss this component of abduction, moving in reverse. I want to make sure we hone in on that right now. So, even though you're lying face down, do me a favor, bring your legs together. Good. No one's going to use a towel just yet. We'll use that in just a second. So from here, you're going to press the top of your left foot into the floor, scoop the abs away from the ground, and squeeze your glutes. Okay? From here, bend your right knee as much as you can and hold. Good. You see Mike's in dorsiflexion, Julianne is in plantar flexion. That's okay. Whatever ankle position you like. From here, without moving any other part of their body, they're going to try and pick their right thigh up off the floor. I like to call that a thigh-cep in case you haven't followed me at any point in the past. They're going to hold for 3, 2, 1, bring it down to the floor. Mike's going to extend his leg all the way out, okay? So Julianne's staying put so she can keep the towel where it is, all right? One more time here. We're going to bend the knee as much as we can. Good. Then from there, you're going to try and push the foot towards the ceiling, hip extension. You're not going to get very high. If you feel like your thigh is a foot off the ground, you're probably moving from the low back. 3, 2, 1, take it down, reset. Mike's now going to grab his towel. So you guys can grab your towel as well, place it behind the knee. So if you're getting a little crampy in the hamstring there, normal, back off it just a little bit if you need to, okay? From here, they're gonna squeeze the towel nice and tight. They're gonna lift up and hold. So they're now in hip extension. We're gonna add in abduction. This is tough. They're gonna keep their thigh off the ground. They're gonna actively push their knee and shin out to the side, keeping their shin as vertical as they can. And hold. This is tough. You should feel your right ass cheek. That is a technical term. From here, bring it back to your midline. And then drop the thigh down to the floor. Okay, we're gonna try that one more time on your right side. Okay, do your best. I'm talking a lot, they're holding these positions. It is very challenging, all right? Squeeze the towel nice and tight. If you want a little more hamstring activation, try and point the toes like Julianne is, okay? From here, thigh lifts off the ground, hold, really press that left leg through the floor as you open your right leg out to the side as far as you can, keeping the shin vertical. If you feel anything else start to compensate, freeze where you are. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your midline and take it down. Nice. So we understand the towel concept. Everybody take your towel, put it behind your left knee. Think about taking a mental snapshot of what this feels like. You're going to notice it crops up again when we go through hip cars. Okay? So we're going to have a good squeeze on the towel. Please be mindful what the rest of your body's doing. Your abs are braced. You're squeezing your glutes. Your right leg is staying as active as possible. Okay? So squeeze on the towel. From here, you're going to lift that left thigh step off the floor. Hold. We'll try 2 reps here just with the lift. 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Good. Play around with that ankle position. If you want to try pointing the toes there, go for it. So squeeze the towel, press the right foot through the floor, and lift the left off the ground. Hold. Drive that foot straight up towards the ceiling. Hold, 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 hold. 3, 2, 1. Take it down. If you notice you're feeling this in your right leg, in your abs, you are doing something right, okay? As soon as you try and find more mobility in a specific spot, another place has to do some work to stabilize. So keep that in mind. We're going to now add that abduction component. So they're going to squeeze the towel. They're going to lift. Thigh comes off the floor. They're going to push abduct out to the side as far as they can, moving away from the midline. Again, shin is staying vertical. We're not trying to add in external rotation yet. Hold for 3, 2, 1. They come back to the midline and they take it down. We're going to go through one more, okay? Do your absolute best here. You're trying to push towards the edge of your range of motion. So, squeezing the towel, thigh lifts off the ground, hold. From here, they're going to abduct, move away from their midline as far as they can, and hold. How are we doing, Mikey? Hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back towards your midline and take it down. Nice work, friends. Okay? So that will crop up again. You can rest, Mike. Nice job. That will crop up again, just so you guys know. Now, I want to make sure you guys have a visual of some different things. So Mike is going to be using some PVC pipes so you guys can see a front angle. Julianne's going to come over to the wall. Okay? You're going to be in a standing position here. Julianne's going to keep her right hand on the wall just for balance. Yeah, if you think you're a rock star and you can balance someone, like, that's awesome. Just know the focus here is not the balance component. So that's why I'm giving these guys props to work with. So from here, actively root your left foot down through the floor. We're going to go back to your right. We're focused on axial rotations, meaning rotation at the hip joint. You're going to bring your right knee up into hip flexion, just about 90 degrees. Not too high. You're not trying to lift your leg as high as humanly possible, okay? We're going to think about 90-ish degrees with the knee there and the hip. From here, if you want to place your free hand, Mike's doesn't have free hand, but your left hand on the top of your knee, that is your pivot point. You're trying to get this entire piece of thigh-set meat to rotate for you, okay? You can think about trying to take your right heel, draw it towards your left earlobe. Left earlobe. So, think like the position you would be in for a pigeon stretch. You should feel all of this stuff working for you. And hold. That would be external rotation, all right? From here, you're going to try and rotate the opposite way. Kick the heel out to the side as far as you can. Internal rotation, keeping that knee still. Hold. Should feel that jump right about here if you're doing this properly, okay? We're going to go one more time each direction. Rotate in. External rotation. Hold. Good. And then actively rotate towards internal rotation. And hold. Hold, hold, hold. These guys are doing a great job. Try to make sure that hip is not pitching out and away. Hip is staying still, leg is rotating. And hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Nice work. We're going to switch sides. Julianne's going to stay with her right hand on the wall so you guys can see. If you want to turn around and put your opposite hand on the wall, that's totally cool. Okay? So from here, left leg's moving to hip flexion. Please be mindful to root down with the right foot. You're staying as active as you can with your standing leg. All right? If you want to, opposite hand goes on the knee. This is your pivot point. Actively pull that left heel towards your right earlobe. Okay? And hold, 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 hold. 3, 2, you're going to internally rotate. Sweep that heel out to the side as far as you can. And freeze. Again, you should feel that stuff right about here. Okay? Hold for 3, 2, draw in towards your right earlobe. Again, you should be shaking a little bit. If you move towards your end range, it's hard to hold it. So if you feel like this isn't a challenge, you need to try a little harder. Good. And then actively rotate to internal rotation and freeze. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Awesome. Julianne's going to stay at the wall and just be mindful. She's going to turn and actually face the wall for this. Mike's going to stay out here with one knee down, one knee up as we go through. So bring your right knee to the floor, bring your left leg up. Actually, let's switch that. Do your right leg first. I realized you just did your left. So right leg is in front. Your right leg is the one that is moving here. We're going through a right leg hip car. You're going to notice that certain things we just did to prep you for this are going to crop up again. So a feeling should be somewhat similar. I want you to squeeze your left glute as tight as you can. I want you to actively press your hands through the wall. So you have to back up a little bit to make sure arms are locked out. Do so. Now, your right leg's the only thing moving here. You're going to try and pick up your right leg off the floor as best you can. Hold. From here, you're going to internally rotate. Oh, I messed that up already. Hold, please. Hold, please. I want you to start by externally rotating. Bring your right heel towards your left earlobe, what you just did. From here, you're going to open your right knee out to the side, abduct as far as you can, try and holding that external rotation. Once you get there, if you need to lower your foot down a little bit, try to internally rotate as far as you can. Take the kneecap, reach out to the side, carve it all the way around until your triceps meet, and hold there. So your triceps are together right now, okay? From here, this is what we just did. Squeeze that heel towards your back pocket, push straight behind you as far as you can. No rib cage flare, abs are braced. Abduct, open to the side, and freeze. Should feel that right ass cheek. From here, try and sweep the heel through to the front. That would be external rotation. Once you get all the way through, try and draw the knee up towards your armpit, take it towards your midline, and then pull it down. Okay? Nice work. If you didn't feel that one, let's have a talk later. Alright? We're going to try one more rep on your right side, then we'll switch to your left. I'm not going to give you as much of a rest on your left side, just so you know. Okay? Alright, so from here, I want you to squeeze left glute, right foot pulls up off the floor, and hold. Good. They're going to start by actively trying to pull an external rotation. Draw the heel towards your left earlobe and hold it. Hold. From here, open the knee out to the side as far as you can and freeze. Once you get to that limit, try and kick the heel behind you. Internally rotate. Once you've hit that limit, reach the kneecap out to the side, carve it all the way around until you get to your midline. You should be working for this. Try and remember to breathe as you go through. Your triceps should be together, your knees should be bent. From here, actively squeeze, push back behind you with your foot. You should feel your glute and hammy. Open to the side as far as you can. Once you hit that limit, externally rotate. As you bring it through, draw the knee up towards your armpit, bring it towards your midline, and then take it down. Whew. Nice work. You can stand up, shake it out real quick. If any of my friends have a lacrosse ball, tennis ball, or you want to use your towel, you want to ball it up, put it behind your knee, by all means, please do so. It makes it exponentially more challenging. We're going to go to the other side, okay? We're going to go very little rest. I'm going to cue you through your first rep, and then we're going to go right into the second one after we're done, okay? If you are starting to heat up, starting to sweat a little bit, fantastic. Actively squeeze that right glute. Get nice and tall. Imagine there's a PVC pipe coming through the top of your head. From here, you're going to lift your left foot away from the floor as far as possible. Knee comes up. Be mindful not to bucket the hips under. From here, actively draw your left heel towards your right earlobe. Active pinch and stretch. Good. From here, open the knee out to the side as far as you can and freeze. Once you get there, heel kicks behind you as far as possible. Internal rotation. Reach the knee out to the side. Carve it all the way around behind you until you get to your midline. Once you get there, hold. Keep that leg engaged. Squeeze the heel towards your back pocket. Open to the side. Abduct. Hold. From there, externally rotate. The heel is going to sweep through to the front. Knee drives up towards the armpit. Slides in towards the midline. And comes down. Right into our next rep. Squeeze that right glute. Left knee up towards the ceiling. Good. Externally rotate the leg. Heel towards the right earlobe. Hold. Open out to the side as far as you can. Once you get there, knee stays still, kick the heel behind you. Reach the kneecap out to the side, carve it all the way around. Once you get to your midline, freeze. Squeeze that heel towards your back pocket. Try and push backwards a little bit more. Just behind you, this is like that lift off the floor. Abduct out to the side till you feel your left ass cheek. Hold it. Try and sweep the heel through in front of you. External rotation. Draw the knee up towards your armpit, then slide in towards your midline and take it down. We all okay there? Nice job, friends.
Wow, you saw me suffer.
Probably one of the toughest things you've done in the past couple days. Good. Mike's going to put his PVC pipes down. You guys are going to go tall kneeling, both knees on the floor. Great. We're going to roll through scap cars here, your shoulder blades, those fun things on the back side of your body. Just have your arms down to your side. I want you to close your fists. Good. Be mindful. Think about squeezing your glutes. Keep the rib cage pinned down. That's important. When you go into retraction, try not to flare the rib cage. Okay? From here, I want you to think about shrugging up towards your ears as hard as you can. Try and make your neck disappear. Good. Then depress. We're going to go straight down real quick. Good. So that was elevation, depression. We're going to cover protraction, retraction. Imagine there are two dots on the front of your shoulders. Try and draw those two dots together as far as you can. Hold. Hold, 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 hold. Then retraction would be to try and spread those two dots as far apart as you possibly can, watching the rib cage. Okay? So we just covered the four main points of your scap bars. We're now going to roll it through into a circle. So elevate, shrug up as high as you can. Draw those two dots as far in front of you as humanly possible as you shrug up. Good. Keeping those two dots as close as you can, slide your fist down towards the floor as you draw your shoulders away from your ears. From here, actively draw those two dots as far apart as you can, being mindful of the rib cage. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind your back. Squeeze them together as you draw your shoulders up towards your ears. We're just going to go one more in this position. Bring them forward. Take them down. Make sure you're breathing. Take them back. Take them up and freeze. Hold when you get into elevation. You should still feel your glutes, hammies, and your abs if you're bracing correctly. Okay? From here, pinch them behind your back. Draw them down towards your back pockets. We're just doing 2 reps in reverse. Good. Take them forward as far as you can. Try and connect those two dots and then shrug up towards your ears. Let you guys carve your last rep on your own. Go nice and slow. Trust me, you want the utmost control as you roll through these cars. Once you get back to the top, you can rest. Shake it out. Great. So sometimes hard to understand, we're trying to go through single arm scap cars and quadruped. Just be aware that as you go through, I don't want your torso to rotate. I want you to try and keep your body in a nice solid plank-ish position as we roll through a scap car. Okay, closed chain. So Mike and Juliana go hands and knees. We're all gonna do our left hand's gonna go off the floor first. So I sometimes like to put it behind my back. If you wanna just pull it off the ground and hold in free space, that's fine. Now from here, your back is still nice and flat to the floor, okay? Glass of water at the tailbone, glass of water behind the shoulder blades there. From here, actively pull your chest to the floor, keeping your elbow locked out. You're moving into retraction. Hold. From here, shrug up towards your ear as hard as you can. Once you get there, try and press the floor away from you as you protract your shoulder blade. Do not press and rotate though. From here, draw the shoulder down towards your back pocket, actively depress. Good, we're gonna roll through that same direction 2 more times. Chest towards the floor, shrug up towards your ear, press down through the ground, slide your shoulder into your back pocket. Good, then chest towards the floor. 1 more time, let's see if you can carve this last one on your own. Take your time. Once you slide your shoulder into your back pocket, freeze there and hold. We're gonna reverse it, okay? Good, you're gonna press to the ground, shrug back up towards your ear. Good, once you're there, actively draw your chest to the floor. Then slide your shoulder down towards your back pocket. Good, press down to the floor, press the chest away from the ground. Good, you're gonna go 2 more in that direction. Off you go, up towards your ear, chest down towards the floor, shoulder blade towards back pocket. Good, 1 more time on your own. Take your time. These are things we normally see in warm-ups all the time. We just move through them very fast. And now you're trying to own all that movement, okay? Once you finish, you may rest. Alrighty. If you would like a challenge, get your towel handy. Okay, so we're gonna go back down, hands and knees. Mike and Juliana are both up for the challenge.
Yep.
Alright, so you're gonna have the towel. Keep it next to your right leg, just so you know, okay? Alrighty. So left hand's on the floor. Great, pull your right hand off the ground. Behind the back is fine. You can just hold it in free space if you'd like to. All right, you're gonna actively draw your chest towards the floor, think retract. Good, elbow stays locked out. That is a big deal. We're focusing on scap, not elbow, okay? From here, shrug up towards your ear as hard as you can. From there, press down to the floor like you're trying to put a handprint in the floor. Good, shoulder blade moves down towards your back pocket and hold. Chest towards the ground. Shrug up towards the ear. Press down to the floor. Good, drive your shoulder down towards your back pocket. Try and carve this last one by yourself on your own. Once you finish, I want you to take a quick rest. Good, if you'd like a challenge, grab your towel, put it behind your right knee.
Oh.
I didn't tell them we were doing this though. Happy day. All right. You're gonna try moving the hip extension on your right side. This will force your trunk to stay braced as we go through, okay? This will be much more challenging. Oh, I messed up. Put the towel behind your right knee. Your left knee, sorry. Left knee. There's a lot of left and rights in Kinstretch, bear with me. I'm not perfect, I'm human. Alrighty. So, they're actually pressing through the floor. They're gonna take their right hand off the ground. If they would like the challenge, they're going to bend the left knee and then drive the foot towards the ceiling. So they're now in like a bird dog situation, okay? From here, a lot of trunk stability. Let's go. You're gonna pull your chest towards the floor. Once you do that, drive your shoulder down towards your back pocket. So depress, anti-shrug. Press down to the floor, put your handprint into the ground. Good, once you're there, shrug up towards your ear as hard as you can. Good, chest comes down towards the floor. Keep that torso level. Good, shrug down away from the ear. Good, press into the floor. Shrug up towards the ear. Good, try 1 more on your own in that same direction. Off you go. Nice work. They're doing a fantastic job here. Awesome. Once you finish that last rep, you can rest. Whew. Nice work. So you guys are figuring out real quick that as soon as you change your base position, you make something tougher, other things have to work just as hard to keep you still so you can localize a specific joint or set of joints, okay? We're gonna go into quadruped for your shoulder cars, just so you guys know. As you go through, I want you to focus on bracing through the floor, keeping that torso still again, all right? As you carve your arm in space, you're gonna wanna try and rotate away from the floor. Do your absolute best to stay facing the ground, okay? So, hands and knees, good quadruped position. Take your right arm, you're gonna slide it forward as far as you can, keeping your pinky on the floor to start. Thanks, Julia. Good. From here, try and turn your palm face up. Go into external rotation to the shoulder. From here, try and bring your palm towards the ceiling. If you struggle to keep your arm next to your ear, try and open up to a Y just a little bit, so a little bit farther away from the head. From here, try and drive a little bit farther away from the floor, hold it. Once you hit your roadblock, internally rotate, You're gonna reach your arm up towards the ceiling and carve it all the way around, being mindful to keep rotating all the way through. You're gonna go until the back of your arm makes contact with your right hip. And then freeze. Good, your thumb should be up towards the ceiling, pinky is down towards the floor, that'd be maximal internal rotation. Drive straight back up towards the ceiling as far as you can and hold. You should hit a roadblock, okay? Be mindful of that shoulder position, don't let it pitch forward. From here, externally rotate. Stay as far away from the floor as you can as you keep rotating, drawing your back up to that start position. Palm goes up towards the ceiling, and then bring your arm down towards the floor. Nice work. We'll try one more on your right side, and then we'll switch, okay? So right arm, palm goes face up, lift up as high as you can. Again, if you're really struggling, if you're throwing your head forward, you just can't get there without the elbow bending, move into a Y position. From here, try and push up a little bit farther. Internally rotate. Slowly carve that arm all the way around, staying away from the floor. We love that game where we pretend the floor is lava. That's exactly what you're doing here. Good. Back of the arm's gonna make contact with the hip. From here, drive straight back up towards the ceiling and hold. From here, externally rotate. Carve your arm all the way around. Super slow until we get back to the start position. And then we take it down. Awesome. Nice work. Ease off your hands just a second. If you want to give your wrists a little bit of a break, here you go. I did make a little post earlier about wrist stuff. I know a lot of stuff happens in quadruped push-up position. If you're struggling with your wrists here, turn the fingertips out first, try that. Second option, go to your fists. Third option, grab a yoga block or something so that you can cup your hand down around it, all right? So back to our hands and knees. We're gonna go left side. Alrighty, make sure you're braced through your trunk. Imagine someone's gonna come by and try and knock you over. From here, left arm's gonna slide forward and then externally rotate. Think about that rotation coming from the shoulder, not just the forearm, okay? Actively drive your arm as far away from the floor as you possibly can, trying to get up next to your ear. If you are throwing your head forward or bending at the elbow, lock out the elbow, move out to a Y. From here, deep breath in. As you exhale, try and push up a little bit higher. This is tough, hold it. From here, internally rotate. Carve your arm all the way around behind you, staying as far away from the floor as you possibly can. Reach, 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 reach. Keep rotating, rotating, rotating. Trying to wring out as much rotation as you can. Back of your arm is going to make contact with your left hip. From here, drive straight back up towards the ceiling, being mindful of your shoulder position. Push, 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 push. You should hit a roadblock. From here, externally rotate. Keep rotating as you stay away from the floor. All the way up. Don't try to push past the position you can't go to. If you start at a Y, come back to a Y. the toes. Good, toes go back towards the outside. Last rep on your own, mentally dial this in. I'm not cueing you through it. You're trying to work on your own to find the best range of motion you possibly can. Awesome. Once you guys finish, nice work. All right, so just so you guys can see a little bit better, Julian's gonna come over to the wall. Mike's gonna turn his match so that he's parallel to you guys, or so less of it at an angle, all right? We're all gonna do, I'll sign your mat as well for you.
Oh, sorry.
Can you match yourself up with this dog? Thank you. All right. All right, so Julian's gonna actually park up against the wall. If you want to use the wall, that is entirely up to you. I just want you to make sure that as you go through this stuff we're about to do, I don't want you to shift your weight too badly. So the wall can be here as a little bit of a reference for you, okay? Mike's gonna do it in free space. Julian's gonna be against the wall. You're gonna go hands and knees, okay? Make sure that your right knee is directly under your right hip. You're in a good quadruped position. Again, wrist position, adjust accordingly. From here, your left leg is going straight out to the side. And now, trust me, I've been teaching Kinstretch for a while now. Some of us don't understand straight out to the side. If I come up to Mike's right hip, his left leg is straight out there, okay? Not behind him, not in front of him, straight out to the side. From here, as far as foot position, Julian's got pretty good ankle mobility. Don't have to worry about your foot being flat. You can be on the midline of your foot. That's entirely okay, okay? All right, I want you to root your hands into the floor, press into the ground. You're gonna start low and steady. Imagine you're pressing on a gas pedal and you're pushing down for about 5 miles per hour. You're gonna press your left foot into the floor, push down. Start light, okay? Start light. We're gonna slowly build this. This is called a PAILs contraction. Don't worry about the name. Just know that if you ease off the gas at all, you're gonna lose exactly what I'm trying to do for you. So, keep pushing down. Hold a steady 5 miles per hour. From here, they're gonna try and crank up to about 10 miles per hour. Slowly pushing down the floor a little bit harder. You should start to feel some activation across the inside of your leg. You should notice that as your mental capacity, as you keep pushing harder, your brain has to work a little harder to stay in it, all right? Push down for 15 miles per hour. Press, 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 press. We're gonna be here for 15 more seconds. I want you to slowly keep pushing just a little bit harder. Slowly press, slowly ramping that up. Push, 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 push. Give me another 8, 7, 6. When I get to 1, freeze. 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. Do not move. Ease completely off the gas pedal. Do not push into the floor. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, go. You're gonna try and reverse and lift your foot as far away from the ground as you can, minimizing any shift in the hips. 3, 2, 1, go. Hold, hold, hold it. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the floor. Rest. Take 1 quick second. I wanna explain something. If you got super far away from the floor, first check in and see if you actually shifted out to the right. Hopefully the wall blocked you if you are up against the wall. This is very challenging. Notice Mike's foot was like maybe this far off the ground, and that's okay. He's being honest with his movement, all right? If you find that your leg is not going anywhere, don't freak out, just keep trying. If you need to soften the knee a little bit to make that lever a little less, to make it a bit easier, go for that. Okay, we're gonna try one more time on this side. Left leg is out to the side now. Instead of starting at 5 miles per hour, you just did this. Let's start a little heavier. Start at 15 miles per hour, okay? So push down to the floor, 15 miles per hour. Hold, hold, hold. They're pressing down with their hands. They should notice, you should have noticed last round, as soon as you go to lift the leg, you've really got to dial the rest of your body in order to not move from other spots, all right? Not to compensate. Keep drifting up in intensity, 20 miles per hour, slowly ramping higher, 25 miles per hour. You've got another 8 seconds here. Keep driving up, 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 up. Push, 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 push. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. You're gonna lift off in 3, 2, 1, go. Hold it, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice work. I'm gonna have Mike and Julianne, they're both gonna be away from the wall just so we're not facing away from you guys. But Mike's gonna move over just a little bit to the left. Julianne's gonna slide out to her left as well. So that way they've got room to put their right leg out to the side. If you wanna turn around so the wall is now on your left side, do that, okay? So hands and knees in quadruped. Right leg goes straight out to the side. All right. So again, another thing that you might find it to be a little easier, make sure that your left hip is stacked directly on top of your left knee. Do not rock your hips backwards in space to make this happen, okay? So, start low and steady, 5 miles per hour. Press down to the floor with your right foot. Push, 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 push. This is the challenging part. I can't see you working. No one can. Even if you were live in front of me, I wouldn't know how hard you were working. So it's entirely up to you to figure out how much you want to get out of this class. All right? Slowly creeping up, 10 miles per hour. Keep pressing down, 15 miles per hour. Keep going. Be honest with your movement. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. You're gonna hold this for 8. Keep going higher and higher and higher. This is up to you now. Push down as hard as you can. Inside the legs should be lit up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Freeze. Dial it in. Press your hands to the floor. Brace the abs. You're gonna lift your right leg in 3, 2, 1. Go. Hold it. Hold. Hold. You should feel all this stuff working for you. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Nice work, Mike. If you want to turn so that your people can see a little bit better there, just face
Turn this way.
There you go. I'm gonna have Mike turn to give you guys a slightly different angle, okay? Just in case you can't see from where you're at. We got a lot of cameras going. Second rep, start a little bit higher. Start about 15 miles per hour. Push down. Go. Push. Push, 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 push. Hold. Hold. Keep pressing as I talk you through something real quick. If your leg fires up off the floor and then it drops down another like 3 inches, try and just push up to the level you can and hold it. Don't use speed to drive past the range you've got, okay? Keep pressing down. You're gonna hold here for 5 more seconds. Let's go as hard as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off the push. You're gonna lift your right in 3, 2, 1, go. Hold it. Push down to the floor as hard as you can. Hold. If you think this is easy, you're doing something wrong. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come down. Woo. We all okay there? You should feel a lot of stuff happening, all the butt stuff, okay? All right, I'm gonna move Julianne a little bit farther away from the wall here as we go through. Mike, slide your mat a little bit farther forward so we're staggered just a touch. All right. So, they're gonna park it down on their left forearm right now, okay? All right, now, when I say stack yourself so that your knees are directly behind you, I want them to put so that their shins are parallel to the bottom of their mat, right? That's what I mean. So that when they go to bridge themselves up, you're gonna go into a clamshell here. We're gonna work on some knee hinges. This is very challenging. Your glutes are still gonna be on fuego, all right? So from here, I want you to make sure your left elbow is directly under your shoulder, press into the floor and bridge your hips up. Hold here. Good. From this position, abduction, remember, no rotation. They're gonna try and open their right leg as high as they can and freeze. Think about pulling your toes towards your shins to give you a little bit more honesty here. Hold. Make sure your hips are pushed forward, straight line from your knees to your shoulders. This by itself is tough, I know. We're gonna try a few knee hinges. Keep your right thigh as high as you can. Keep your foot straight out away from you. You notice the lever becomes longer. This becomes harder. Hold it, squeeze, lock out the leg as best you can. Bend the knee, try and pull your heel towards your back pocket without moving anything else. Hold. We're gonna do 3 more reps. Extend straight back out. Lock. Hold. Freeze. Good. Bend the knee. Bring it back towards your back pocket. Let's try this. Point the toes. Point the toes. Kick it straight back out and hold. You've got 1 more. Bend the knee. Watch that rib cage. Hold. Send it straight back out. Last one. Hold the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. I'm gonna have them both flip over this way so they're still facing you guys. If you're struggling to just maintain that side plank there, A, we've got more things we need to work on in general, but B, you could drop your hips down if you need to. If that is a little too challenging, come down to the floor, okay? All right, make sure that elbow is stacked directly under the shoulder. Press into the floor to stay active with that arm, okay? Again, your shins are parallel to the bottom of your mat. You're gonna bridge up, push hips forward, straight line from your shoulders all the way down to your knees. So nice, staying inside that lane, okay? Pull your toes towards your shins. Good, lift your left leg off your right as high as you can. Hold. You should feel butt cheeks. Hold. From here, extend that left leg straight out. Lock it and hold it. Try and lock the knee as hard as you can. Kick the foot straight out behind you. Good, bend the knee, bring it back. Try to pull your heel towards your left back pocket. Freeze. Kick straight back out. All the way, boss, let's go. Come on. Forward, 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 forward. Woo. Hold. Good, bend the knee, bring it back. Point the toes. Hold, try and pull the bottom of your foot towards your back pocket. Squeeze, get the hamstring involved. Kick straight back out. All the way. Stay as high as you can. I know you're gonna wanna drop down. Bend the knee, bring it back. We got 1 more. Straight back out. Hey, boss. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back and come on down. All right, so what did we just do here in class? I just tried to work on a bunch of things that are going to help you with some of your frontal plane stability. We're going to roll through some single leg deadlifts real quick, okay? A move that gets commonly butchered a lot, so we're going to practice it. Just a few reps, just to solidify this movement. All right. So, Mike and Julianne, you can stand. I'll stay back here so you guys can see what's going on with them. I like to say put your hands on your hip crease. You're going to find a hand sandwich. Your hands become the meat of your sandwich. Soft your knees, push hips back in space. I want you to find a spot where your back is pretty flat, your shins are pretty vertical, okay? You should right off the bat feel your hamstrings. From here, we're going to take our right foot. I want us to kickstand our right foot so we're on our toes. Most of the weight is on our left foot. Take both your feet, drop it behind you just a little bit. You got that? There you go, freeze there. Make sure you can root down with your left foot. Try and just pull your right foot off the floor and hold. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Great, stand all the way up. From here, I'll have them try and take their right foot off the floor. They're going to hinge the hips, trying to think hand sandwich on the left side. Keep the knee bent for now. You don't have to worry about straightening the leg. They're going to hinge down towards the floor. Think about sending the left hip back into space, keeping the shin relatively vertical. And hold. Shoulders going well over the toes. That's okay. They're going to push down to the floor and stand straight back up. Lock it out. Okay? Try one more with the knee bent. Then we're going to try 5 reps trying to straighten out that leg. Hinge down. Good, find the depth that works for you. If you start to compromise with your back, call it and then come back up. Push down to the floor to stand up. Now, these next 5 reps, they're gonna move at their own pace. They're gonna think about trying to reach with their right heel straight behind them. If you wanna keep your hands out for a counterbalance, by all means, push down to the floor to come back up. You should be looking for stuff happening here, okay? All right, they're on their own, they've got 5 reps. If you want the balance challenge, don't put your right foot down when you get to the top. Be mindful of that right hip. We're trying to think pelvis is staying square to the floor. I'm trying not to rotate open with that right side. Good, and if you can't lock out the leg, it's okay. Keep the knee bent. I'm totally cool with it. But what we just did, we worked on abduction, did a little adduction activation as well. We worked on some frontal plane stuff to make sure that when you get to this position, you're gonna be okay. I think they're on their 5th. Rise, good. Just a quick check to get your right leg engaged. Again, find that hand sandwich, reset that hinge position. All I want you to do is shift all your weight over to your right, root down with your right foot, press into the floor. Then just try and take your left off the ground, see if you can at least stabilize there. And make sure you feel that back here, and then rise. Good, so right off the bat, I'll put them right to 5 reps here. Left leg kicks straight back in space. Good, and you rise. Again, you can do toe point, you can drive through the heel, you can do a ton of different options here, okay? Single leg deadlifts are tough. They're tough to teach, they're tough to execute well. We've got plenty of time to work on them nowadays though. Good, 5 reps. If you want the balance challenge, don't put your left foot down. Nice work, guys. Awesome. They're gonna lie down their back. We'll just go through a very quick breathing section, okay? You guys did a ton of great work. Awesome job. Hopefully you should feel some of this stuff in the next day or so, okay? Let your legs do whatever you'd like. If you want them to be out straight, great. They can externally rotate slightly. If you want your knees bent like Mike is, totally fine. All I want you to do is try and control your breathing. This is not a chance to check out. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Now, a lot of times I'll involve counts to try and keep you guys engaged because no, you're not trying to just, again, check out. I want you to focus here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more, and then I'm going to try and put you on some counts. We're going to do 5 breaths. We're going to inhale for 3, exhale for 6. So inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Nice job, guys. I know that was tough. I know that was challenging. Please, 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 if you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM us, call us, just contact us somehow so we can help you guys out. Again, we are here for you. This class will be available for 24 hours, so please feel free to try and get to it when you can. If you have friends you want to share with because you think they'd benefit from it, please do that. Tune in later. Julianne's got power yoga tonight at 5 p.m. Crushing it. And please, if you can, please donate to Motive NY. Use the prompt code 0929. We thank you guys a lot. Again, DM us all feedback. We're trying to get Mac over here to say hello. Mac, come here. Come here. Guys, this is my little fur baby. His name's Mac. He is 8 months old. 8 months old. He's feeling it too. It's been a lot of times in here, so great to see you guys. Have a great rest of your week.
Monster.